Sonic's Greenhouse Adventure Season 4 Chapter 11 Time for Battle. Sonic's point of view.
When I woke up in the morning, I looked down at myself. I sighed in relief for I was back to normal. I then noticed that Silver was waking up. "Good morning, Silver," I said as I got my shoes on.
Morning, Sonic. I see you're back to normal. At least now we know how that form works.
Silver said as he did the same. "Yep, well, let's get to breakfast. After all, we do have to tell Sally and Midnight what happened last night," I said as I started to leave the room. Then I realized something that I was too panicked last night to notice. What a coincidence. That form was the same as my Halloween costume last year. What are the odds? I said out loud as we headed downstairs.
Really? That's interesting.
"Hey guys, good morning. Sally and Midnight, we have something to tell you," I said as we sat down and I began to tell them what happened.
Meanwhile, with Shadow, he woke up a little later. Once he was ready for the day, he went to Annika's nursery to bring her downstairs for breakfast. However, when he got there, she was gone.
No! Annika, where are you? Little sis?
Shadow screamed in a panic as he frantically looked for her to no avail. So he ran downstairs hoping that she was just at the dining table. But she wasn't there either. Meanwhile, with Oogie, Annika appeared in Shock's arms.
Excellent work, Shock. Now they will have no choice but to give in to us.
Yes, that's good and all, but I'll take her since she's mainly the key to my revenge.
Robotnik said to remind them as he took Annika into his arms.
Good, because I'm not a baby person.
Shock stated in agreement. Meanwhile, with Jack and Beryl, they were ready to go to Earth.
So, where would you like me to teleport us to specifically?
Beryl asked seriously as he was ready to cast the spell.
To where my family is. I want them to know I'm safe and there to protect them as soon as possible.
Consider it done.
Beryl said and teleported to in front of Sonic's house. Sonic's point of view.
When I saw Shadow running downstairs with a panicked look on his face, I got scared myself. "Shadow? What's wrong?" I asked frantically.
Annika is missing. I thought she might have been just in here getting fed, but obviously she's actually missing.
Shadow explained as tears fell from his eyes. That's when I felt my own tears starting to form. How could this have happened under our noses? I would have at least heard it. I asked as my tears fell intensely.
I don't know. Wait, unless they used magic. I think our enemies have her.
"No way, this is really bad," I screamed in a panic. But before we could say anything else, the doorbell rang. "I'll get it," I said as I dashed to the door. When I did, I saw a skeleton in a very nice pinstripe suit. Hi there. Can I help you?" I asked with a nervous smile.
I'm Jack Skellington. Is Sally and Midnight here?
"Yes, follow me, Jack," I said excitedly as I led him to his family.
Jack's point of view.
When I saw my girls sitting in the dining room, tears of relief fell from my eye sockets. "Sally? Midnight!" I exclaimed happily as I hurried over to my girls.
Dad, you're here? But how?
Midnight asked as she ran over and hugged me tightly, and I immediately returned the embrace. Well, it was all thanks to Beryl. He helped me escape and got me here by tricking Shock into giving him the same magical abilities, I explained happily.
So that's why I didn't see him in my vision last night. Glad that's cleared up. And oh, my beloved Jack, I missed you so much. I was so worried. Thank goodness you're okay.
Sally said as she walked up to me. Then I kissed her passionately. Same here, Sally. Despite knowing you two had these guys to help you. No offense intended, I said as I gestured to the three hedgehogs.
"None taken, Jack. I'm Sonic. That's my older brother Shadow, my little brother Silver. Those are our parents Tom and Manny, and the owl is our godmother Longclaw. Now how do we get Annika back? They could be anywhere."
Who's Annika? And Sally? What vision? I asked, feeling completely out of the loop here.
She is our baby sister. She's missing and there's only 2 people in the whole town who could have taken her.
Shino said seriously with tears in his eyes. Well, I was already planning to help you in the battle to defeat them, but now you can definitely count me in. I said seriously, for them kidnapping a baby was beyond crossing the line to me.
"Really? This is going to be epic for sure. However, I'm calling some friends of mine who will be very helpful too.
Sonic said as he took out a strange device. What is that, Sonic? I asked curiously.
It's a smartphone. It can do a lot of things, but it's mainly to contact people.
At that moment in Zim's space, Zim and Sapphire were discussing a wedding date when their phone rang.
I got it!
Zim said and picked up the phone.
Hey Zim, I know this is short notice, but we're heading into a battle today to save Annika, and I need you and Sapphire's help in it. So meet up at my place with everything you'll need, ASAP.
You got it, Sonic!
Zim said right before hanging up.
Zim, what was that about?
Annika has been taken and Sonic needs our help in getting her back.
Zim said as he started gathering all his weapons and putting them in his pack.
Oh dear, that's horrible. Well, you ready, Zim?
Sapphire said while waiting to use her powers to take them to Sonic's house.
Yes, let's go.
Zim said with determination. Then Sapphire teleported Zim and herself to Sonic's place. Dib and Gaz were eating breakfast when they got a text from Sonic telling them the same thing, so they got geared up for battle and headed to Sonic's house. Marina also got the text from Sonic, so she took a large water bottle and filled it with water and headed to Sonic's house too. Now everyone was gathered in the Wachowskis' living room.
Okay, now that you're all here, this is Jack Skellington, Midnight's dad and Sally's husband. He's going to help too. Jack, this is Zim, Sapphire, Dib, Gaz, and Marina.
Sonic said once everyone was there.
Whoa, so cool. It's nice to meet you, Jack.
It's nice to meet you guys as well.
Now we're the ones that took Annika.
I figure I can find out.
Beryl said as he focused on his new magic. Then they saw where she was.
They're on the outskirts of Green Hills.
Well, let's get going. Jack, you think you can keep up with us? Me and my brothers are fast.
Sonic asked as he picked Marina up bridal style.
Absolutely, Sonic. But first, Beryl, can you send my family home for me?
Of course, Jack. Come close to me, Sai and Midnight. But then I'm coming back to help.
Very well, and thank you.
Stay safe, Jack. I refuse to lose you like this again.
Sai said right before kissing him.
I will, Sally. I promise I'll come home before you know it.
Good luck, Dad. Show them what happens when you mess with the Skellingtons.
Midnight said as she hugged him.
You can count on me.
Jack said and then Beryl took the girls home.
Okay, let's do this.
Sonic said right before they all dashed off. At that moment, Shock was using her magic to see all of this.
Mr. Uggy said they're taking the bait, but Jack is with them and Beryl betrayed us.
I should have known he was too skittish for the job as my henchman. But no matter, we'll still defeat them once and for all.
Robotnik, meanwhile, was holding a crying Annika in his arms securely.
Oh, shut up, you stupid brunk rat.
Robotnik said, getting fed up with Annika's sobbing. Then Robotnik turned to Metal Sonic.
Now, Metal Sonic, wait until they defeat the armies before attacking Sonic and the other two. I have a feeling the armies won't last long.
As you wish, Doctor.
As for everyone else, give them!
Uggy said, and their respective armies then took off. Back with our heroes, they were heading to Uggy.
Sonic, what is that?
Marina asked as she saw the armies heading towards them.
Oh great, they're bringing the fight to us.
Sonic said as they all stopped running and he put Marina down.
Well, Sophia and Marina, this is your first battle. Are you sure you're ready for this?
Most definitely, big bro.
Yes, and I've always wanted to go to battle and fight by your side, my love.
Marina said as she prepared to use her mermaid powers.
Okay then, charge for Annika!
Sonic screamed as he dashed towards the armies.
Yeah, and for Green Hills.
Shadow said as he and the others followed suit. They started to take down the army very quickly. Sonic took his opponents out by doing homing attacks through them. Shadow used his Chaos Spears. Silver used his Psychokinesis to crush the Oogie monsters and to make the drones crash into each other. Marina used her power of controlling water to short-circuit the drones and use the water like a whip on the monsters. Jack used his Soul Robber and Pumpkin Fire form. Zim used all the weapons in his packs to destroy his opponents. Sapphire used her magic to shoot hand beams at them. Div used a special gun that takes them out. Gaz used the rage that makes her superhuman to take them down with her bare hands. Beryl came back and used his new magic against them as well. Finally, the armies were destroyed. Sonic's point of view.
Once it was destroyed, I ran over to Marina. Whoa, Marina, that was awesome! When and how did you learn how to use water like a whip? I asked curiously.
Simple. There's a show where a group of people can bend water, so I tested it out with my version, and it actually works.
Really? That's so cool! I love you. Okay, let's go get Annika back, I said right before we took off. A few minutes later, we could see Eggman's van. Look, there they are! I exclaimed as we ran even faster, when all of a sudden, I was knocked down by something. Ah! What just happened? I said as I held my head in pain. When I recovered, I saw a robot shaped like a hedgehog. Who are you? I asked shakily, for I felt a strong fear I haven't felt since the Echidna tribe ambushed me and Longclaw all those years ago. I am Metal Sonic, your better self. Then I heard Eggman laughing as he, Oogie Lock, and Shock came over to us. When they were close enough, I saw that Annika was in Eggman's arms. Let her go, Eggman, or else, I demanded darkly as lightning appeared in my quills. I got into a battle stance as well.
Not so fast, Sonic. If you want her back, you must surrender yourselves and your brothers to me as my lab rats.
I was stunned and internally panicked. What do we do? I can't let him hurt my brothers, but I can't let him hurt my sister either, I thought as I looked from Shadow and Silver to Annika frantically.
Tick-tock, this offer won't last all day. If you take too long or refuse, Annika will be sent to a horrible alternate version of your home planet.
Sonic, what do we do now?
I'm afraid we have no choice. Eggman, you win. Won't be your lab rats, I said very reluctantly.
Excellent. Oh, and one more thing. Who is she? Shock helped us see the battle in full detail, so I saw how she used water to fight.
Eggman demanded as he pointed to Marina. Suddenly I felt ill as the memories of her after Dr. Diamond tortured her flooded back into my mind.
I'm Marina Melody, and I am half mermaid. I wasn't always. It happened during our trip to the Australian coast. That's where we met Silver. So they have it too.
Okay, then you're coming too. Now get in the van. I will have Shock take your sister back home to your parents.
Eggman said viciously as he gave Annika to Shock, and she left. I nodded as we headed into his van. Dib, tell our parents we said we're sorry, I said as my fear started to take over me.
Of course, Sonic.
Oogie, do to this town what you will, but don't harm Annika nor her family. Otherwise, we're breaking the terms of this ransom. Got it?
Got it, Robotnik. Enjoy those experiments.
Oogie said to return as Eggman entered the van with us.